Welcome back, everyone. Okay, now it's time for my segment I've been looking forward to because I want to pick the brain of the lady who is there at MasterChef. So last night, right here on Fox 49, MasterChef, the first giant group challenge with all 20 contestants, 5 from each region.
Yep.
Now, we'll be honest, we had a few technical difficulties last night on Fox. I was calling the station, Sarah was texting me, I was texting. Got it fixed about 20 minutes later.
I'm like, it pays to know people. I text Jamie, I'm like, hey, where's the show?
I was like, what do you mean?
He's like, let me call.
Our tech team is on it. They did an amazing job. Dave Smith, one of our tech engineers, was on it. He did amazing. But if you would like to see the part that maybe didn't air, you can watch it on Hulu.
Yep, on Hulu.
So there you go.
I found it on the Fox app.
Yeah, on the Fox. By the way, great plug for the Fox app too. There you go. Okay, so Sarah, last night we've gone through all the audition parts. You've got the top 5 for each region.
Yep.
Then last night they said the challenge is what kind of food?
Elevated fair food.
So in your head, what are you thinking elevated fare? Are you thinking like of the fair, those Ozarks Empire Fairgrounds? What are you thinking when you hear that?
So first, yes, that's what, I think we're all kind of like, okay, corn dogs, cheesecake on a stick, but then when they say elevated, like they mean elevated, you know? So I'm like, I'm not gonna serve Gordon a corn dog.
Right.
Although that's what I would like. So, yeah, you kind of have to raise up the bar a little bit, and then it's like, we get a few minutes to like kind of think about it. It's like, what are we gonna do? And then you just run to the pantry.
Okay, so.
Go crazy.
Last night's episode, we don't want to spoil anything. However, when there's 20 contestants, it's hard to go to each of the 20.
Yes.
So they kind of skipped around.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see you a whole lot last night, and I don't even know what you made for fair food. So tell the viewers what you ended up making. So
I actually, during the filming of that episode, and I did make it through that episode. So for the next episode, I had been sick. I got really bad conjunctivitis. So I had asked, I was like, please try and cut me from the film as much as possible because I was just looking pretty rough and feeling bad. So I ended up making a spicy andouille sausage, fire roasted corn, and red pepper succotash inspired by $7 City.
I was just gonna say, we talked about that the other day. We love the succotash there.
Yes, same. That's exactly. I was like, I can just taste the flavor. So I did that with a maple squash puree for like a bright orange, and then I did some deep fried purple sweet potatoes.
You did all of that in like, was it like 50 minutes?
Yeah, 45 minutes, 45 an hour maybe. Yeah.
That time clock makes me, I was sweating.
It goes quick, because at home I just kind of lolly, I'm just like hanging out singing. You can't sing, you're under all this pressure with the cameras. The judges are coming by tasting everything. They're like, well, what are you gonna do with that? And it's like, are they impressed or are they questioning? So it's like, you really have no idea.
How in the world did you make all of that in that time period? That seems like a lot.
I know, I don't know. You kind of, you get really rushed.
Right.
You feel you're like, I gotta get this done. So, and then it's like, you gotta cook and you gotta chat and you gotta, like stay busy. So it was fun. It was fun to watch the episode and see what everybody else had made. Right. Because at the time I'm so focused on what I'm doing that I'm not really paying attention to what everybody else is doing.
So could you hear the other regions at the other lines of cooking stations? Could you hear them talking like, I need this, what about this, and what about, like, could you hear what they're saying?
Yes. So you can hear them a little bit. You kind of block it out and just kind of talk to your region at that point. So in past seasons, it hasn't been regional challenges. It's kind of like you're on your own. So the regional thing kind of helps because you can borrow ingredients from each other if you need them. I think last night you see Kyle, he's like, hey, can I get some sugar? And everybody's like, yep, here's some sugar. Yep. So that's kind of helpful because, the run to the pantry and back, it's a ways away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's fully stocked with everything you could ever imagine. It's beautiful. Wow. It's like a dream. They have everything. So, yeah, it was really fun. It was awesome to watch it back.
Okay, so going through the episode, they're going to all the different regions, they're tasting, they're sampling.
Yeah.
Do you hear the judges critiquing the other people and saying you need to do this? Are you listening for what they're saying to the other regions?
Yes.
And did that help you?
And it's, they're a lot of the regions are talking, and they kind of mentioned that last night. He's like, they're talking a lot. The Midwest is just kind of staying down and focused. And we were, because it's like you kind of listen in, but it's hard to decide, are they giving advice or are they like encouraging what you're doing? So, and also it's kind of intimidating because it's like when Gordon's like, well, are you going to do this? It's like, well, now that you bring it up, yeah, I probably should.
But is he playing mind games though?
That's what I mean. It's hard to know. And I still don't know.
Okay, so then let's go to, you're finished with the dishes.
Okay.
Like the Midwest is there, everybody has theirs. Are you allowed to eat the food? Because that's the first thing I want to do is try everybody's dish.
Right, so no, you don't touch, once the dish is done, I mean, and it's very real. They set the timer, there's no pausing. I mean, you go while the timer's going, and then as soon as it's done, hands off the plate, you don't touch again.
Okay.
You can go taste like sauces of other people's dishes, but even though we're in a region together, we're still competing against each other. So it's like, well, do I want you to know what my flavors are like? You know, so it's kind of like, it's very strategic. That's what they kind of talked about for this season. It's like, it is very strategic.
Oh, wow.
Because you are a team, but you're also competing against. So when they pick the top 4 and then the bottom 3, that's out. You're against your own region.
But
you
the
have to be
good
the
news
best
was,
out of your region.
but last night too, the immunity pin.
The immunity pin was
and
announced,
if
yeah.
you're region 1, you were safe.
Yeah.
So can we spoil what happened at the end? Now, if you guys have not watched, plug your ears for a minute.
yeah.
But at the end, what region won?
Midwest.
Midwest won!
Brought it home. Kyle
So-
made some lobster fries. They looked incredible.
And you didn't even get to eat the lobster
No,
fries.
I didn't get to eat them. That's what I wanted more than anything.
Those looked so good, and
They
Gordon was
did.
going hard at him
Yeah.
all night.
Oh, yeah.
About those lobsters. Like, did you pre-cook it?
I think because
Are
he
you gonna
wanted
go-
them too. He's like, make sure these are good because I
Right.
want some lobster fries.
They were so good. So here's the best part, though. So when he won,
Yep.
that means Sarah and the team are all safe. You guys got to go up to the balcony.
Yeah.
And you were there. And I was just like, hallelujah, Sarah's safe.
I felt like that too, but it's also like you're up there and you see everybody like up close, all their emotions, so it's so hard up there to watch. And you see at one point, I'm like, it's all right, you guys, it's okay.
Right. By the way, too, I want to show the quick photo because your awesome team here at Fox sent your official headshot, your official photo from MasterChef.
Adorable.
They sent like, here, Jeremy, you might want this for Sarah tomorrow. I'm like, absolutely I do, because look how gorgeous in your apron.
Gorgeous.
And
Thank you.
guess what, Sarah? Sarah brought her MasterChef apron because when
Yeah.
we're cooking today,
Yeah.
she's gonna wear it while we're cooking because.
Try and keep it clean.
Yes. By the way, Sarah, I could talk to you about this forever. I have so many more questions.
Okay.
But
Go on,
I think
go
we
for
should
it.
just have you come back as far as you go, which we don't know yet because
Yeah.
it's still airing. But we'll have you back and talk more about
I would love to, yeah.
the process because I'm enchanted by it. All right. Hey, guys, don't go back. Don't go anywhere because when we get back, we're playing a cooking game with you. We're going to see if you can identify the dish.
Oh, okay.
We'll be back. I have so many more questions.